Well, happy birthday, Talen. You would be 15, buddy. You were goofy, intelligent, you had a good heart. People liked messing with that. Yeah, I still haven't figured out why. I guess they think it's funny. Miss you guys. Yep, Talen, we'd probably be working on getting you ready for your car. If I didn't have a heart attack from trying to help your sister. Yeah, buddy. This world needs a lot of people like you guys. But then again, this world does have some people like that, and the other people don't appreciate it at all. Pretty funny, I know. A lot of people say they search for those types of people, ended up picking the ones that are good at manipulating, which is what I call a silver tongue. Yeah, the ones that are real good at manipulating end up, for some reason, always messing with situations and things like that. And when people find out who they really are, that's when all the real heck breaks loose. Yeah, I was teaching you about those people so you could watch out for them. And so you could try real hard not to become one. It's one of the worst things in this world is a follower. Nope, even if they're following good, it's still to a point bad because at some point they have to lead. And hopefully, all that good stuff that they were following teaches them how to lead. And sometimes leading is not that hard because all you got to do is do the things that are right that most people don't want to do. Sounds simple, but there's a reason why this world is the way it is, and it's because it's not easy to be the one that does the right thing. You get attacked multiple ways, buddy, as you have witnessed when you were here. All you have to do is have a good heart and be a sweet person, and people try to attack that. I don't know, buddy. I don't know if it's because they're jealous of it. I don't know if it's because in their mind and experience they feel that you're weak, which in a world like what we live in, that's not weak. Yeah, it takes a very strong person to keep that heart and mindset, even though they encounter all this bad. Trust me, I tried. Even your dad has started to lose it. No, I'm not perfect. And no, I'm not one of those parents that would be upset with you all for being 10 times better than me. You're supposed to be. What I would be upset about is you being ending up 10 times worse than me. And you guys, I don't even think that's possible. Yeah, Tal, what your mom did to you was uncalled for. I did, I pushed. She just manipulated and flipped it. Like I said, some people are good at that. No, I didn't want her to get in trouble and arrested. I wanted her to get help because she needed it. No sense in getting her arrested because all that's going to do is piss her off and not get her any help. So it would just have made it worse. It, even though it shouldn't have started in the first place. She had no reason to be upset like she did. That's what we agreed to if it didn't work. And it was not working. It was on my end, it wasn't on hers. But that's okay, buddy. God will take care of that. It's not for me or you to worry about. You don't have to worry about nothing. God's got you, buddy. I just want you to know I was very proud of who you were becoming. And I was very excited to see who you were going to be, as well as Kirsten and Talen and Nolan, all of you. Right now, I'm just speaking about you. Yeah, man. You were my robot designer. You were so. You're just like your dad. Liked inventing things. You seen a problem, you like to find something to fix it. But even though you had a great mind like that, I was going to have to teach you that because of this world and the people in it, there's limitations to all that. And because a lot of it, including these cell phones, we're not supposed to be messing with. But yeah, buddy, I miss you. I also know that if you all were here, there'd be a totally different story. And your mom would probably be getting the help that she needs. But instead, this world has flipped. Good is bad, bad is good, and bad people cover for bad. Yeah, buddy, I've fought so much I've ended up in trouble myself, just like y'all said. And people still deny it. I still can't believe she would just blatantly let people lie like that at my kid's funeral. But then again, I can't believe half the stuff she's done. And that's funny because CPS was on her, but she kept diverting them on to me, saying that it whatever they were seeing was me, I guess, because yeah, they were after her at first. Even the Union Hospital said that. And they even asked me, do I believe that she would be stabbing me in my back? And I said, no. I don't see why she would be doing that. Didn't even think about the land and the house. Yeah, we had CPS show up there. Over the thing with Jen and Jazz. That's why I ended up going to that final court date that Jen never showed up to. And of course, she swears up and down, "Oh, I was there." No, you weren't. Your lawyer showed up. You didn't. And I was in the courtroom. I know exactly what it was settled to, and who showed up and who didn't. they're throwing a fit. That dog is so spoiled. Yeah, I haven't had another dog since my dog Pooch. Yes, he was a big white lab and I loved him to death. He was the family dog. I got him to give Tiffany and the kids a companion and something to, you know, bring them some joy. And it did for the kids. It turned into a disaster with Tiff. She didn't care that that dog was there. She took it as another chore, not a friend. So she knew what I was trying to do with it. And of course, deliberately went the other direction. In her mind, yes, that's what she would do. She would get mad at it silently and then slowly but surely start doing crazy stuff. And yes, but I would catch her and she would give me some. At the time, I didn't believe it was bullshit. I thought she was being honest, which I should have known. Nothing she ever said to me was her being honest. And this is why I just gave up on all that. Yeah, there were other girls that, I went on little dates with or whatnot in between Bethany, Yvonne, and all of them. Kind of like Brandy, Heather. I didn't date them for long, and they were only to get to know who they were. So I don't count them because there was really nothing ever there. Well, yeah, the one chick Kim ended up being another person with bipolar, and then the chick Brandy ended up being a chick with bipolar. Heather, I don't know. But what's funny is a lot of these girls had spoiled complex. A lot of them, even Tiff, even though she tried to act like she had a rough life, which she did, but to her and what she was normally given and treated, she was spoiled at times. Yeah, just to win her over by her mom and other people. And I used to tell her that. That's why she did that recording shortly after we broke up in 2007. Oh, excuse me, 17. Yeah, she did that in 2018 because she wanted me to go trick or treating with her and the kids, but I found out what that was too. Of course, because as soon as we meet up, oh, she's so tired and she's been up and blah 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 blah. No, she's been doing drugs and not sleeping. So now she's gonna use me to get the rest, and that way the kids still get to go and enjoy their holiday, and she doesn't have to do the work. Didn't take it as that, of course. She's manipulating with this, I'm trying to do better and be friends and not get mad at you, but you know how I am. And she admits to it. She admits to it multiple times. Brian Williams, let me find out that you went behind my back and manipulated your family like you did with John McLaughlin. Yeah, he got his ass slammed. Over cigarettes, you little shit. Well, you have a child now, and it's with your best friend's fiance that passed away. Imagine that. He ends up having an accident after you show up there, saying that you were going to take his fiance. That's the whole reason why you wanted to even go there. You're a disgrace. I don't give two shits what you try and make people believe you are. You are a piece of shit. And you can keep running and using other people to block That's not going to work. Every time you've tried it, it has not worked. So you can make Pop believe what you want. You can make your family believe what you want because you're the only one that talks to them. But let me tell you something. You know, as well as I do, that your little ass was behind this as well. You all can keep trying to sit here and manipulate people into believing that you would never do something like that. I know for a fact you would, especially you. See, your counselors all said that you were a you had the makings of a serial killer when you were a kid. The thing they said is that you were like a sociopath psychopath, that you would talk other people into doing it and think it's funny. And that's exactly what you've done. See, because you and John being around Uncle John just before he passed, you and what you thought you were going to get when your dad passed, imagine that. Yeah, alcohol and tobacco, right? Give somebody a heart attack with nicotine that smokes. That way it's harder to trace, right? Yeah, your buddy Johnny taught you that. Yeah, I remember us having this little chat before you got all spooked and tried to start shit and took off running to Tennessee. Better stay there. I will go to jail for you. And that's a promise.